What's up, people? This is the weekly log number 4. A little late getting started. I haven't had a log in a couple of weeks, and had some people ask me about it, so I thought I'd get off my ass and get one done today. That song you're listening to is called the Come Up. It's by yours truly and a couple of friends of mine, so expect that to hit iTunes probably in about a week or so. I got some things to do in the next week, so it'll be after that. So be on the lookout for that. We'll blast it on Facebook and everything else. As far as this week, it's been a eventful week or a slow week. I guess that's a contradiction in terms. Eventful, slow week. I would say slow because I spent a whole day in the emergency room the other day. Apparently, I pulled a muscle or something. It's in the back by the lung, so it had the doctor worried that maybe all the blood to the lung had been blocked by a blood clot. So I had to go in for a CT scan with contrast and get an IV and all the stuff like that. I ended up getting a couple of days off, so that was yesterday, today. I have my normal days off in the next 2 days, so I'll be going on a trip to Vegas for 2 days. Then after that, I'll be going on a trip to Lake Tahoe for a couple of days. And then I'll be back at work on Tuesday. So busy next 5 days. I thought it'd be best to get the log done today and see how that is. So as far as the blood in the lungs and the tissue, what they were concerned about is at the bottom of the lung where my lung is actually deteriorating, that they had thought that maybe some blood flow had gotten cut off by a blood clot or something like that in one of the arteries. And if that was the case, it would cause the pain that I'm in. On a scale from 1 to 10, it's probably a 3. But when I cough or blow my nose or things like that, the scale goes to about a 12 on the pain scale. So pretty intense pain. I can tolerate it if I'm in the sitting position or laying down. So here I am sitting, and if I start coughing, it won't hurt as bad. But they'll have to figure that out because I have a very low tolerance for pain, and I don't experience it well. So hopefully it'll last throughout. It'll be gone throughout the entire log today, and I won't have to embarrass myself on this log here. One of the other things is that with the cough, I've tried all the different cough medicines and cough drops and things like that, and I found out something that actually works better than any of the cough drops or cough medicines that are out there. And it's actually, you can get them anywhere, over the counter, as we say. And that's Skittles. Yes, Skittles. I eat these like candy because it is candy. A little shout out to Skittles there. There you go. But they are, it's the different flavors, I guess, with the sugar and everything else. And it makes it to where I don't cough. And I can sit there and eat them forever because I have the problem with weight anyway. So with the weight that I'm trying to gain, eating a lot of the sugar helps me maintain. So, I started this situation, I weighed 235 pounds. I currently weigh 175 pounds. And with the amount of Skittles that I ate in the last month, I should be weighing 250. But currently my weight is maintaining at 175. So Skittles, hamburgers, McDonald's, here I come. I will continue to enjoy those greatly. So I eat bad, but the doctors do their tests, and as long as my cholesterol and glucose and vitamin D and whatnot is all in range, then nobody cares. So I'll make sure they don't care. Anyway, I'm wearing the fire red today, and I always wear my cross. I've had this cross now for probably, 15 years, and I've only taken it off for x-rays. So that's a level of devotion on things that have to do with being saved and with God and praying every day. And those of you who don't believe in God and don't pray, believe in something, is what I say. Believe that there is a higher power that you will report to or respond to or be responsible for later on in life and afterlife. So it's enough of that. I don't want to get off into the rampage. What I'm listening to now is the Commodore's live album from 1977 and the song Zoom. It's interesting that a lot of the artists today put out a lot of albums today, but some of the greatest albums or CDs ever put out were live albums. So you have the Commodores, you got Earth, Wind & Fire live with Devotion and Reasons on it and things like that. And the artists today don't put out any live albums anymore. You might get a few rock and roll artists that might do it, but it's just not a big thing as it used to be. And one of the reasons for that, being someone who deals with a lot of artists, is the quality of the sound that they have on the records. They cannot duplicate live because in the studio you have the engineer that can alter and change and manipulate the sounds and make it sound the way they want to sound for commercial use. But then when you get into a live situation, nowadays they just play a track in the background. You have some artists that'll have a band out there playing along with the track to make it look like there's a band playing, and sometimes they do, but the quality of the music live is nowhere near what it is in the studio, unless you get back into some of the bands that people my age go see, like Earth, Wind & Fire, Lionel Richie and the Commodores, and some of those others. So a good place to catch one of those. I caught Tina Marie a few years ago before she passed away at Jazz Fest in Louisiana, and she played some Rick James songs there that day. And like I say, Earth, Wind & Fire I caught the same day at the Jazz Fest, and you can't beat the good groups and the good bands that have been around forever live. You just can't do it. So anyway, so tomorrow is September 16th. Every time around this year, Apple releases new products. I am a big Apple aficionado, or whatever the word may be, but I'm big on it. I'm recording all this on an Apple. I use an Apple iPhone. If it's made by Apple, I have one, or had one, or getting one. So the new iPhone 7 comes out tomorrow, and mine will be arriving tomorrow. I always get mine day of. It's interesting that those of you who are out there using Android phones, and specifically those who use the Samsung phones, there's a big competition between them and Apple, and Samsung comes out first. Those of us believe Apple comes out best. So it's a good thing I'll be recording some stuff. Instead of sitting here in the chair, I'll be recording some stuff on my new iPhone for the next log. And I think I even have some stuff recorded for this log at the end on my current iPhone 6, which goes on sale tomorrow. I'll be selling that thing. So, but my birthday's coming up as well. I'll be 57, another year down the drain. And hopefully, I think I look good for 57. So hopefully all of you think I look pretty good for 57. It is a good thing that, I've made it another year, and I'll hopefully make it another. But the interesting thing is as I get older and wiser and hopefully more intelligent, you tend to reflect on the things that happened to you in your past and that are important to you, and a lot of those things, go back to when your children are born or when you accomplish things in life that are rare for people to accomplish, and in my case, it's rare for people of color to accomplish. I sponsored a NASCAR a few years back, and here's a picture of the car that I sponsored with Joe Nemechek, and it was at Bristol, the track that they just had the Tennessee Virginia Tech football game at. So we got to do the VIP treatment, and oh my God, you're a sponsor, and everybody, all those, as some people say, country riders treated us like we were kings, no matter what the color of our skin was, because they were looking at the color of our money at the time. So, but it was still interesting, still fun to be that close and to see the name of my company drive around the track for 500 miles. So that was really good. I also have a lot of fun these days in the music industry. Like I said in the last log, I do the magazines, and I got this record getting ready to come out that I played earlier, and deal with a lot of artists on a weekly basis. I won't say daily because I still have my job. But I get to see what the new generation is listening to and having fun with, and mix it with the old generation, and I consider myself the old generation. I still like Gladys Knight and the Pips, Temptations, Rick James, Commodores that we're listening to now, and the mixture of music, it's one of those things that's like clothing. The old becomes new and the new becomes old again. And they've taken that to movies, and I'm not a big fan of movie remakes. I mean, if the movie was great, why make it over? Ben-Hur being an example. I mean, give me a break. Ten Commandments, an example. Give me a break. They should have just left them alone, and we watched the old one and done every Easter. So, but with the music industry, and like I was saying earlier with live albums, some of these artists, it's like a chocolate candy bar. At the end of the day, you're still eating chocolate. It doesn't matter if it's Hershey's or if it's Nestle's or if it's whoever. You're still just eating chocolate. So all these companies are putting out the same thing over and over and over, calling them hits. Every now and then they'll throw in some old stuff to try to make it new again. I don't have a taste for that. I just listen to the old and be done with it. So, well, I don't have too much more today. I'll be spending the day cleaning up my office here and getting the house ready for me to depart. Ready for my iPhone tomorrow and getting that ready. And I'll be having an interesting day on my actual birthday, which is Monday. I go to Stanford for a pulmonary hypertension specific clinic where they'll do their testing on me and to see if there's anything that they can improve as far as my air intake and the ability for my air to be carried into the lungs so that I can breathe better, heal faster, and things like that. And then that's on Monday. On Friday is the day that I determine if I'm going to be in the clinical trial or not for scleroderma at Stanford as well. So hopefully that comes to fruition and I'm allowed to enter that clinical trial. It's a 2-year clinical trial. So at least they pay me for it while they monitor my body and subject me to advanced medication that hopefully, if not repairs anything, stops anything from getting any worse. And that's the case. We really want to stop it from getting worse. So the other thing is that, at this point in your life, you think about, should you have a will and update it, make sure your life insurance is paid up, and then make sure you surround yourself with people that don't bring you any drama in your life or cause you any heartache or any pain or any more stress than you already have. What's the use in that in your life if you're going to be stressed out while you're feeling miserable and trying to live your life on a day-to-day, hour-on-hour basis to find the joy and happiness in the things that you're able to do. So, you go out to dinner and you go to the movies and you watch TV and you go to work and you ride in your car and you do the things you do that you hopefully are relaxing, so that the next day when you take the tons of medication that I take, that you're able to see the silver lining of what you have to deal with. So I do that every day, and I try to make it better every day, and I try to keep a positive attitude, but don't piss me off. I snap a little quick, I've noticed, so most people around me stay out of that danger zone. And so those who are around me that would normally put me in that position, I no longer have them around me in order to better carry on my life. But anyway, enough of that stuff like that. It's a nice day here in California. I believe the Apple Watch says it's 79 degrees outside, and the perfect weather for a person from California who likes to drive around in convertible is anywhere between 75 and 85 degrees. Above 85 is too damn hot, and below 75 with the wind is too damn cold. So with that, it's in the range. I'm going to go drive in my little Mustang around the neighborhood and get some gas and get everything ready for my departure out of town tomorrow. But as of today, I'm just going to enjoy it, relax. Hopefully those who partake in this log, you share the log with family, friends, and people that you know. We're trying to get the view count up so that we can see the value of continuing the logs. It's about 10 or 15 minutes out of my day on a day that I do a log, but it's hopefully informative to all of you, and hopefully you are getting a better insight of who your brother, uncle, friend, mentor, role model, I got plenty of street cred. Hopefully you get a better insight of who I am and can enjoy learning more about me, so that if you are able to come across me and talk to me and deal with me, that you better understand the person who I am. With that, I got, who's that? MC Breed. Ain't no future in your frontin'. I'm going to take some MC Breed and put them in my car and get on out of the road, and I will see all of you on the next log. I got a little something special. I get all these things in. You have the championship belt. I had the gold Olympic medal. I got something a little special for the next log. I just, keep getting this stuff in, and it's pretty fun to actually share it with people as opposed to just sitting in a closet somewhere and you got this stuff and then one day someone comes and gathers all your crap and says, what the hell is this? Well, I'll get to share it. So what I got next week is pretty special. It should be delivered in the next couple of days. It's not an iPhone, it's something else. So until then, me and MC Breed, we're out. You guys enjoy your rest of your day, your weekend, your life. And this is Sir Charles B1, and I'm out. Never change the ways for the world of the government. If it was the president, then I would take some facts. Leave it up to me, I'll be